Crewton Ramone's House of Math.com. I should have turned the camera on before I erased that. But anyway, the idea being is that with just if 258 miles, right, 5 hours between the two, we know that Carlos drove 53 miles per hour, and Maria drove 51 miles per hour. With just that much information, we can figure out how much they drove, because Maria drove part of the trip and Carlos drove part of the trip. Now all I have to do is set up some algebra, right? And like I said, it can be the same thing. All it is more complicated, just bigger numbers than what we're doing now, right? This is just, it's not more, it's the same concept. And the two things that you use, as you saw, was, what were the two things?
No fungi back to 1.
No fungi back to 1. And what's the other thing?
Hero
0. That's it. That's all there is. All right.
But
But like I said, we're not gonna do that problem today because we're not there yet. But that's where we're headed. That's the idea, is that we can do stuff like that. All right. I'm gonna use an orange pen. So let's just do a simple one to start off with. I'm gonna start with positive ones, and then we're gonna do negative ones, and hopefully we don't spend the whole hour doing this. Do you still need help with fractions, or how's your fractions going?
Amazing.
Amazing? Amazingly good? Good. I'm happy to hear it. So fractions, no issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the same school that was telling us that you were blah, 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 right? And that's all it was blah, 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 blah. Anyway, because it's gotten to the point now where the teachers are blaming the students for not being able to learn math, and I have a severe problem with that. All right, so good. So see, that's what I mean. So that you got that stuff handled, we can do other stuff. So that when you get to this stuff in school, it's gonna be crackers, right? You're gonna be ahead of the game. That's the whole point of your parents paying me. Okay, so let's say with 3x plus, I don't know. Let's start small. 3x plus 2 is it right? We're just gonna warm up your brain. 3x plus 2 is the same thing as x. Oh, you know what? You're smart enough, we can do this. 3x minus 2, let's do that, is the same thing as x plus 10. Alright. See what I mean? It's just the same thing as we were doing before, it's just that the numbers aren't big, right? Before it was like 53x and 200 and something, and right? Same animal. Alright. Can you draw this on your whiteboard? You got your handy dandy whiteboard there? So here, I'm going to draw it for you. 1, 2, 3 of those. One of those. And then what color should I use for negative?
Red.
Want to go with red? Okay, I believe I have a red pen around here someplace. If I don't have red, I have pink.
I have like 3 reds.
You have 3 reds? Oh yes, you do. Well, pick one of those reds. I'm trying to find my red. My red is in the pocket of one of my pants. I know it. Alright, no, here's a red. Alright, so I'll use red and green. The green ones will be positive, and red will be negative. So 1, 2 of those, that means they're negative. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright.
And one one's green. These are all new pens. That's good.
Alright. So can you draw this? And here, wait, we'll make a equal sign over here. Alright. Cool. See, do you have to have expensive base 10 blocks? No. And you get the kinesthetic when they come over here and erase it. Alright, so what do you see the same on both sides? What does that equal sign mean again?
The same as.
The same as, exactly. It doesn't mean the answer is.
Where's the pen?
Yeah, there you go. It means this and this are the same, right? Okay, so we got to figure out, this is just a number in disguise, and this is another number in disguise. We got to figure out what the number in disguise is. So get on your thinking cap and let's figure it out. What do you see that's same on both sides?
So take away the 1.
Take away the 1x.
Take away the 2x from that side.
Wait, there's only 1x.
Yeah. Yeah. So keep the 1x and take away the 2x's on that side.
How can I take away 2x on this side? Are there 2x's to take away on this side?
No, not on that side.
Oh. Let's try again. Alright, so what do you see that's same on both sides? There's 1 over here and 1 over here, right? So take away that one and take away that one. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now we got no x over here. Yay, we're getting to the point. Because what's the name of this game? The name of this game is I want some x on one side and some units on the other side. or some x on this side and some units on this side, but I don't want units and x on both sides. That's no fun. All right, now what?
Okay. Take away the units.
Well, how do I take away the units? Which units? What are we talking about? You have to be more specific, miss. Here, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I tell you what I'm going to do. Is there a 0 over here?
No.
Yes, there is. There's always a 0 over here.
0,
0, 0. Watch. I'm going to make a 0. 2 negatives. 2 positives. Isn't that just 0?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because 0 is over there. He's invisible. I didn't write it. I didn't write plus 0. Right? Mm-hmm. Is it on the screen even? Yes, it is. All right, okay. I've been having issues with my camera not having everything on it lately. All right, there you go. So, now do you see stuff the same? Mm-hmm. On both sides of me?
Yeah, I see the 2.
The 2 reds. All right, so let's get rid of those. Boom, get rid of that. Boom, get rid of that.
Oh.
All right. Now what it says? It says 2x is the same thing as, how much is over here? 12, right?
Yeah, so it's the same, 2x is the same thing as 21.
How'd you get 21? 12. I just added 2 to the 10. You're being like me. I've been having some dyslexic episodes lately also. It's 12, not 21. Okay.
I never said 21.
Okay. All right. So, wait a minute. If 2x equals 12, what's 1x equal is my question.
1x equals 6.
There you are, correct. Let's check it out. Let's see if you're right. I know you're right, but let's check. All right.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right. All right, so x is the same thing as 6. So let's find out. What's 3 times 6? Minus 2. Yeah, 18. Minus 2. 16 over here. What's x plus 10? Well, that's easy. 6 plus 10 is 16 equals 16. We got it. All right, now let's look at what we did without doing drawings. Let's use just symbols. So we've got to define our words. So what do? We added 2 and we added 2. That was the 0, 0 thing, right? So here's 0, 0 right there. And then we took away an x and we took away an x. Are we good? And when I took away an x, what did I wind up with? I wound up with 0. And then when we got all done, it said, well, 3x minus 1x is just 2x. And 10 plus 2 is 12. And then you were like, yep, x got to be 6. Because that's the no fun get back to 1 part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to know about, do I want to know about 2x? I do not want to know about 2x. I want to know about 1x.
Between 12 and 6, 6 is half of 12.
Or there you have it. There you go. That's excellent. Okay, are you ready to do one by yourself? With no help? Get your whiteboard and your pen, miss.
I don't need a whiteboard and a pen.
Well, I'm not going to do the math. What I'm saying is I'm not doing it for you. So, you all right.
That's Crewton Ramone.
Okay. Crewton Ramone on your phone. Well, actually on your video chat. All right, you ready?
Hey, excuse me.
Pardon you. Pardon you. You're fine. All right. Like I said, I think you should probably get your whiteboard going. And now we're going to make it a little bit harder, but not too much harder. All right? That was your warm-up problem. All right, so now let's get up to, like, say, 5x minus, I don't know, what? Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Minus 9 is the same thing as 2x. And what am I going to do to make, I'm going to make it easy. I'm not going to throw fractions at you, even though you said you're doing excellent in fractions. Let's keep the numbers whole for the time being. And let's see here. I'm going to do, oh, we'll do plus 9 over here. That'll be easy. And we'll get the same answer as we did before. Which is a big clue. I just gave it away. Oh, no! Well, you'll get it. All right. So you draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And then I'm going to have 9. I'm just going to make it like this. Bam, 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 bam. And then over here, I'm going to make it bam, 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 bam. Oh, need an equal sign. So now if you're in a classroom, the little kids come up, or little children come up, and you get one to come up, and do they see same stuff, and they'll get the erase 2 over here and erase 2 over here. And then over here they have another child can come up and make a 0, and then figure out that all we're going to do is basically add 9 over there, right? Okay. So I'm waiting for you to get the answer. So you're done being sick?
Almost. I think I
Just a little bit left over?
one more day and then
Did
I can still go to school.
There you go. Did you wind up puking that day?
No.
Good.
But I had to go to the bathroom like really bad and I felt really bad. And then I was up all night and I had to go to the bathroom all night and then I had to sleep with Mom and Dad and yeah.
Oh, that must have been awesome. Did your mom and dad get sick, or did you manage not to get sick?
No, they managed not to get sick.
Yeah, it's good because your dad has a super strong immune system because he knows the supplements.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swear, the only time I've ever gone to somebody's house and I didn't recognize every supplement that they had was at your dad's house. That's the only time I've ever. I was like, what? Right? Because I mean, I'm pretty conversant, and he had stuff that I had never heard of. Of course, I had stuff that he'd never heard of, but overall, he's the winner.
Okay.
And how's the weather? Did the weather get warm?
No, it's snowing right now.
It's still snowing. Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, you should have enjoyed the warm winters when you had them, because you had a couple of warm winters, but that's done.
I don't know what to do.
All right. Well, all right. Then I'll help you.
I know what to do with the X's, but like.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Here is 0 and 1 get back to 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, 1. Got that far. All right. Now, how am I gonna get rid of these? Now, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it same on both sides, or you can look at it as canceling them out. I don't care how you do it, right? I like the 0 concept, but fine. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add 9 over here. Doesn't that make 0? Mm-hmm. Now here's the thing. It doesn't that equal sign. I can't just add 9 on this side without adding 9 to this side, because if I add 9 to this side and I don't add 9 to that side, they're not equal anymore. So now I'm just going to add 9 to this side.
Exactly.
All right. So now, why even bother with this? This is 0. And now it says 3x equals how much?
3x equals
9 and 9.
9.
Wait, hold on a second. Do that again and I'll take a picture. I like it. Hold on. There it is. Oh, wait. Wait, you gotta open your eyes. There you go. I love it. Perfect. Okay, so 9 and 9 is 18. So 3x equals 18. What's 1x equal again? Phone. What's 1x equal again?
9.
Oh, stop. Here. Let's write it so you can see it. 3x equals 18. What's 1x?
Oh, 6.
There you go. And we can put it back in there again. 5 times 6 is 30, minus 9 is 21. And sure enough, 2 times 6 is 12, plus 9 is 21. Does 21 equal 21? Why, yes, 21 does in fact equal 21. Like I said, these are just numbers hiding. What I'm trying to teach you how to do is discover the disguise that this number is. right? Because this is 21 in disguise,
Yeah.
right?
We do fractions.
And we could even. Do you want to do fractions?
Yeah.
All right, let's do some fractions after this, for sure. But let's see you get one of these right, and then we'll do it. So wait, I'm gonna write the symbols using symbols. And I'm gonna use. What the heck is that?
Probably like a cricket.
There's.
Is that your house?
No, that's at your house. There you go, it stopped. That sounded like a smoke alarm or something.
We have crickets.
Oh, that could have been a cricket. Ooh, cricket inside the house. Ugh, I can't stand that. Used to get that on the mainland.
We have shredders, crickets, leaves. And we have no idea if they're red or not, but we don't think so.
Done. See it?
Whoa.
I added 9. I took away 2. You got the took away 2 part. You just got to get the add 9 part. Right? Okay, so I want to try and get one of these done. Oh, what kind of fractions do you want to do? Adding fractions, subtracting fractions, multiplying fractions, dividing fractions. What are we doing?
I don't care.
Just fractions. All right, let's just practice fractions. All right. I like the fact that you're doing well at it and you just want to practice it some more. That's excellent. All right. Oh, and you know what? I can throw some fractions in this one if you want to practice fractions. So I can make the answer so that the answer isn't a whole number, that it's a fraction, and then you'll have to multiply and stuff. You want to do that?
Okay.
Okay. Let's do one like that. She is agreeable.
But can you help me with that one?
Yes, I will help you with it if we have to do the multiplication. But I want you to get at least the part down to the point where somebody's...
That's what I was gonna ask.
Okay, somebody's binking me.
What does that mean?
It means that somebody's on... Oh, it's my girlfriend down in Fiji. She's got a medical consultation that she's doing via the internet, like this, just like this. They're going to examine her via the internet. Pretty cool technology. All right, so...
Oh my god. Shut up.
Yeah, you know why? The cricket's in the house because it's cold outside, and they come in when it's cold. They'd rather not live in your house, but they don't want to be outside in the cold either.
Probably one of shredders. Did you hear that noise? I did. I think it was one of cricket.
Yeah. You should feed it to Shredder. Is what you should do. All right. Let's go with, we'll keep it easy. How about 5? Oh, we just did 5. That's boring. Let's do, 4x plus 3 is the same thing as negative 2x, what am I going to make this? Plus a big number. We'll make them all positive except for the x. I don't know, make it big, just so it's fun. Blah, 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 blah. We'll make it 21. Woo!
Oh, whoa.
Alright, it's going to work out to be a whole number again, but it'll be fine. The next one we'll do will be fractions. Alright, so, do it. What do you got to do?
Let's remember that it's 4x.
Alright, so wait a minute. What do I have to do over here? Am I going to add or subtract x? Get your whiteboard out and draw this.
Oh, you're gonna...
I'm going to add, you're right. Get your whiteboard out and draw this, miss.
Get your whiteboard.
I am on my whiteboard.
Mine. But get your pen in your hand. I want to...
So it's turned basically into vegetable soup, because I just added a whole bunch of vegetables. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And this time my x's are negative, so I'm going to make those negative x. Where's my negative x? We'll make these 1, 2. And then, let's see here. I've got everybody else's positive, so we're happy. 1, 2, 3, 21. God. Alright, so here I'm going to cheat. 2 10s. Actually, we'll make them different colors so we don't get them confused with X. 2 10s, there you go. And 1. Bam. Alright. You could draw 21 little circles if you wanted to, but I'm lazy.
I'm going to draw 21 little circles.
All right, do it. Go ahead. All right, so here I'll give you a hint. Draw your 21 little circles in rows of
3.
6.
3.
6. Because you're going to wind up being 6 across, because you're going to have 6x over here when you're done. So I'll give you a clue that if you make them in rows of 6, it's going to be easy. I know, see? It is. It's like, oh, God, I got it, right? All right, here, I'll do it too.
No.
All right, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 18. 1, 2, 3. Done. 21. Can you see where the other 3 are going to go?
What?
I said, can you see where the other 3 are going to go?
Uh-oh.
I didn't make this negative. Uh-oh.
God.
All right, I'm going to change it negative just to, right? I was just thinking. Yeah, all right. No, because if I make it positive, then you have to subtract 3 and subtract 3, and then you're going to be at 18, and we would have been back to that same boring problem and x would be the same thing as, yeah, so anyway, let's just make it -3. So, instead of them being positive, that's me changing the number on the fly, we're going to make these like this. There you go. All right, now we're back.
Alright, so, what's the same?
So, 4x minus 3 is the same thing as -2x plus 21.
What?
4x minus 3 is the same thing as -2x plus 21, if and only if x is what? What does x have to be? Let's solve it.
Alright. So, what do you see on both sides that I see?
I'm making a 0. That's the first thing I'm doing.
Okay, you're making the 0.
Yep, so I added 3 over here, so I got to add 3 over here. Now what?
Now you take away the x's.
Well, do I take away? How do I take them away? I have to add 2x, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to add 2 over here to make a 0, and I'm going to add 2 over here. Alright, let's take away all the zeros. You ready?
Okay.
Go on your board and do this. Don't just watch. Ah, you. Alright. So, bam, get rid of that. Bam, get rid of that. And now it just says 6x is the same thing as 24.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Nah, I like it. It makes it easy, doesn't it? 6x is 24. Then x must be what? If 6 of...
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh, stop it.
No, I'm not being sarcastic.
Oh, yeah, she said sarcastically.
I'm not being sarcastic. It's amazing.
All right, good. So 6x equals 24. What's 1x equal?
1x equals 3.
Try again. Close. How many 6's in 24?
4.
There you go. So let's figure it out. Let's see. What's 4 times 4?
You mean
Yes, 4 times 4.
16.
Minus 3.
Minus 3 equals 13.
13. Now this side better equal 13. And sure enough, 2 4's is 8. And it's negative, so negative 8 plus 21? 13. Look at all the math you have to do, right? See, I mean, that's what I mean. That's why I sneak the math in at you, because look, negative numbers, no big deal. You won't be exposed to negative numbers in your school for a couple more years, which is ridiculous. What grade are you in now?
5th.
6th or 5th?
5th.
All right, so 5th grade. Yeah, so next year is when they'll start giving you negative numbers, actually, probably. All right, let's change this to make it fractional. Let's do that. Let's see. What can I do to make this a fractional number? What's that?
They gave us negative numbers like last year.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. Do you understand it? It's no issue, right?
Yeah. It's stupid.
It's stupid. It's easy. All right, good. All right, so here, I'm going to change the numbers around so that we wind up with a fraction. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this into just negative x. And then I'm going to change this into, but I don't want to get too crazy of a fraction in here. But let's change this to make it...
actually do like actual fractions?
Yeah, actual fractions. So we'll start off with that one. That'll work. And we'll make that. Now we'll make it positive. There you go. All right, now that'll give us a lovely fraction. All right, go.
Like, can we do things with like not that, but like fractions?
Yeah, we're gonna after we solve this, we're gonna have a fraction, and then you're gonna have to multiply a fraction 4 times. You'll see. So anyway, solve this. Because we're gonna get a fraction for an answer. Promise. And my favorite part about this whole thing is that you asked for fractions. That's my favorite part about this whole lesson.
Isn't that good?
Yes, that is good. That's what I mean. It's my favorite part. Because I remember when fractions used to be like, you didn't like them and they were kind of scary, but not anymore.
They were scary?
Well, I don't know. You didn't.
Not.
I agree. I completely agree. Fractions are not scary, but I know a lot of kids that think they are. Yeah, I had an 18-year-old student. And if it was fractions, he just wouldn't even do the problem. He wouldn't even bother with it. Like if this said 4.5 x, or if this said a half of x or 2/3 x, he wouldn't even, he would just skip the problem.
Oh, wow.
I know, that's the way I look at it. All right, what are you gonna do?
Okay.
First thing, hero 0, hero 0. That's what you're gonna do. Hero 0.
No.
I'm not even gonna draw it this time. I'm just gonna add an x, and I'm gonna subtract an 3. There's my 0. There's my 0. Oh, I'm not done yet because I have to, over here I'm gonna add my x because there it is. And then over here I'm gonna add my 3 because there it is. I have this exactly, let's do this right for my color coding. Add an x. I'm getting crazy. I'm trying to make my color code nice. Alright, what am I doing? I am over here. I am subtracting a 3, and I'm subtracting a 3. There you go. And then over here, I'm adding an x, and then I'm adding an x. Okay, now my color code looks good. I like it. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just finished drawing out 21.
Alright, cool, cool, cool. Let's see yours. Hold it up to the screen. Can you? It's a big whiteboard, I know. It's a big whiteboard. Ah! Careful, don't spill your blocks. Yep, it's that whiteboard, I knew it. Was that the one that was buried? Ooh, very good. I like it. I like it. How come you're only doing one color? You could do it. Look at me. I'm all colorful over here. You're just doing black.
I just decided because I like black.
All right, fine. I don't have black. I think all my black pens have got used up because I use it so much.
That's why you don't want me to do
I have brown. Oh, wait. Here's a black pen. All right, there we go. All right, so now let's write it out. What's an 4x plus an x?
Okay, so, wait, what?
What's 4x plus an x?
Okay, 4x plus an x is 5x.
That's easy. Ooh, look how nice that writes. And then what's 21 minus 3?
21 minus 3 is the same as...
I should have made it. That's all right.
18.
It is 18. All right, now, it's not going to come out even, is it? That's what I mean. We're going to have a fraction. How many 5s in 18?
how many 5s in 18? Okay. 3 remaining.
3. I like it. So we're gonna say x is the same thing as 3, but that's only 15. How many's left? 3, and we're counting by 5s. So my answer is x is 3 3/5.
Oh, that makes sense.
It does make sense.
That's how you remember.
Now wait, let's check it. This is where you get to use your super duper fraction skills. That means that each one of these x's is 3 3/5, and that x is a 3 3/5. Now you've got lots of math to do. So you have to take 4 times 3 3/5 and then add 3, or you have to take 21 and subtract 3 3/5. Let's do that one first. So
Okay.
21 minus 3 3/5. What's that answer? Bust your pen out and do it. You can do this. I know you can.
Oh, I know what to do. Okay.
There's multiple ways to do this. You could make this 20 and 5/5. That'd be easy. You see what I'm saying? Let me show you a trick. You want to see a trick?
3 over 6.
Yeah. You want to see a trick?
That's right.
Do you want to see a trick?
Yeah.
All right.
But
Look. So when I do this, look, I've got no fraction over here. And I got all right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this and make it 20, and then I'm going to take this and make this 5/5. Now it's easy,
Oh, whoa.
right? I wish you guys could see the expression. All right. So yes. Now what? What's 5/5? What's 5 of something minus 3 of something?
5 of something, what?
Minus 3 of something.
2.
Of something. In this case, that something is 5.
Okay.
What's 20 minus 3?
20 minus 3 of something is 17.
Done.
Of some.
All right, so this number over here had better be 17 2/5. That's what this is. So let's see if we can get this to be 17 2/5. All right, so can you do the multiplication? Grab your pencil and paper and just do the multiplication.
I'll use my whiteboard.
All right. There's so many ways to do this. I want to see how you do it. So basically all you're doing, young lady, is multiplying 4 times 3 3/5. Now I don't like to use the X sign over here because we're doing algebra, so I'm going to use parentheses. All right, can you do it?
Yeah.
All right, well, so you do it 4 times. Here you have
3/5.
3 3/5 4 times. And then we're going to have to, when we're done, we're going to add 3.
12 3/5.
Wait a second, you got 12. That's good. But you got to do the 4 times the 3/5.
Okay. 12.
So you did this part. It's basically just distribution.
12 and 12, 28.
Wait a minute. You got 4/1. You multiplied both of them. That's a common mistake. It's just 12, and over here this is still just 5. Right? Because yeah, I know what you did. You did 4/4 times 3 times 5. And it's not 4/4, it's 4/1. Do you understand? So you won't have 20 down here, you're only going to have 5 down here. So, what is 12/5 the same as? Well, 12/5 is the same as, well, you tell me, what's 12/5 the same as? Turn it into a mixed number instead of an improper fraction.
Wait, can you explain how I got it wrong again?
Okay, how you got it wrong is you multiplied both numbers by 4 instead of just the numerator. Right?
Oh.
Because you were multiplying by 4/4, that's 1. 4/4 is 1. So 3/5, that's very common. Right? You got carried away, because that's just a 1. It's 4/1, it's not 4/4. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Well, if you multiply 4, okay, what's 4 as a fraction? Well, 4 over 1.
4 as a fraction is 4 over 1. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Right? So it's not 4 over 4. That's why. And see, that's the nice thing about multiplication with fractions. You just multiply straight across, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right, good. I'm glad. See? So now, can you convert 12 over 5 into a mixed number, please? Look, we're using all your fraction skills. That's what I mean. Algebra. We teach all the math. Just by changing the numbers up a little bit.
12 and 5 into a mixed number. And
So what are you going to have? You're going to have how many 5s in 12?
hang on, I got this.
I know you do.
2 and 2 fifths.
2 and 2 fifths. Love it. So basically what we're saying is 12 plus 2 and, oops, wrote it wrong. 2 and 2 fifths, there you go. Alright, is just 14 and 2 fifths. And then we got to add the 3, and we come up with 17 and 2 fifths. And guess what? 17 and 2 fifths is equal to 17 and 2 fifths.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, fine job. I like it. Alright, you're doing, when your dad comes home, tell him that Crewton Ramone said you should get some kind of something.
Did you hear that, Mom? Good.
Yes, you're doing well. You're doing great. I mean it. Alright. So you want to do some, let's say, okay, so let's skip this stuff, and let's just go straight to fractions. But for those of you watching at home, because eventually this will eventually get to the internet somehow. Can you see where just changing up the numbers a little bit, they can turn into a lesson on fractions? It's that simple.
Oh.
And then we could change it.
Also-
We could change these into decimals, and we could make it a lesson on decimals. But anyway,
Yeah. Hey,
what?
pause.
Pause.
If you're watching this anywhere, make sure to like and subscribe.
Thank you very much for reminding. Like and subscribe, darn it. That's right. And share it if you get a chance with your homeschool group or whatever it is. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, like and subscribe, people. You know what? I have 959 videos on YouTube. This will be 960 when it gets loaded up. 960 videos. It took me a while, but I'm just about to 1,000. All right, so here, let's just do a couple super easy ones. How about if I had 13 sevens, and I'll do another one. What if I had like 24 ninths, just to be yucky? All right, convert those into mixed numbers.
Alright. Oh, next numbers, guys. Okay.
Yep.
So, 7. Alright, well, explain how I get this. So
Okay.
I'm gonna write down how I get
Good,
this.
good. I like it. Yes, so there's no question. I like it. She's working. Do it. Do it to it, Maynard.
Okay. Is it upside down for you?
Excuse me?
Is it upside down for you?
No. Hold on a second. 1 6/7 is the absolute correct answer. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You did a fine job. 1 6/7 is absolutely correct. It would be backwards usually, but the camera flips it automatically. All right, next one.
Okay. I'll explain how to do the next.
All right, I know I'm happy. Oh shoot! All right, I should have took a picture of it. All right, next one I'm going to take a picture of. All right, go ahead, do it. She already erased it. Ooh, using your green pen this time.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. This is going to take some extra.
I don't care.
I know, because you're smart and it's no big deal. But still, I'm just saying, don't fumble on the 1 yard line. I know. Anyway, just keep going, you got it. Oh, it turns sunny again. Yay! It's been cloudy and rainy, and then sunny, and then cloudy and rainy. My boy's supposed to go do some yard work for a friend, and haven't been able to do it since like last Tuesday. It's been raining almost every single day here in Hawaii. We don't get snow, we just get rain. And the other thing is it's been freezing. Well, for us it's been freezing cold. For you guys, you'd be running around in t-shirts and shorts, but for us it's freezing. My poor next door neighbor is wearing 3 layers.
We're running around in.
Well, you know, because in Hawaii it's like, it got down to 66 degrees. And then at night it was like in the 50s. I know, that's what I mean. Compared to what you guys are used to, 66 feels like a cakewalk. But I'll tell you what, in Hawaii, 66 is everybody's bundled up. Because it doesn't warm up to 66, it cools down to 66. That's relativity in action right there. For you guys, it'll warm up to 66. I mean, it's been, 15 degrees over there and just miserable. And yeah, 66 seems super warm. I remember when I was in Idaho and 30 felt warm. It was like just below freezing, but we'd been 10 below for like 2 weeks. So when it warmed up to 30, it was like, oh, it's a warm day. Because 40 degrees difference is pretty warm. Ready, Aphrodite? Are you done?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see it. I love it. So, wait a second here. 2 and... Now, hold on a second. How many 9s in 24? I'm not going to take a screenshot quite yet because... 2. All right. So... What's 2 times 9? What's 2 times 9?
And 5.
That's what I mean. What's your remainder? Your remainder is you're saying the remainder is 5. I have an issue with that.
Yeah. What? It's 5.
24 minus 18. If you can show me that that's 5, I'll give you $1 million.
Okay, I'll show you the 5.
If it was 19, you'd be correct. But it's 18.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. You're off by 1. It's fine. Just as long as you catch your mistakes. I've been watching my videos and just been cringing because I've been making terrible mistakes. It's like instead of writing 24, I write 42. Anyway. Alright, so what's my remainder? So I'm going to have 2 with a remainder of 6. And what was I counting by? I was counting by 9s. Now here's the thing. I'm not happy with 2 and 6 9s either. What do we got to do? We got to do one more step.
No.
We're playing find the 1. Can you find the 1 in there?
The 1?
Can I reduce 6 9s, in other words?
Yes.
By what? To what?
3.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. How many 3s in here?
2/3.
There you go. Love it. I'd say you're doing pretty good. The only thing we just every once in a while we gotta work on that addition and subtraction.
Oh, we're done.
We're not actually done because it's only 51, but you've done such a good job. If you want to quit now, we can. If you want to do some more fractions, we can also. Your call.
Okay, if I quit now. Yeah. Okay. Alright, bye.
Alright, you're gonna quit?
Yeah.
Alright, fine. I was hoping you'd say, yeah, let's do some more fractions. But alright, that's cool. Like I said, you did a really good job. When your dad comes home, tell him that you should get something cool.
Mama's trying to tell you something.
Alright, cool. CrewtonRamoneTellsMath.com for more.